everyone. Have you guys ever felt personally discriminated against based on your ethnicity? Based on the poll that I took of you guys, I found out that, in fact, 68% of you guys do not feel you've ever been discriminated against. So in light of that, today I'm going to tell you guys a short story about my high school and an experience of discrimination that I witnessed. This happened at my high school my senior year, and it was my vice principal, a group of students, and I that were involved. I witnessed it, I was shocked, and in the end all I could really do was empathize. Now to begin, I'll tell you guys exactly how this arose and why. My cast of Robley High School was the white hick stereotype high school in the area. That was the stereotype. I see you laughing. And though I knew about it, I kind of never really noticed it. But because I chose not to notice it, doesn't mean it wasn't there. In actual reference of the story, I looked back and I found that I remember a lot of discrimination. And in this researching of my school, I found the demographics page for San Juan Unified School District. These numbers are from 2014, before I was a senior, and I found that 80% of my school was white. The district average for Hispanic enrollment for all of California is 53% for Hispanics. My high school had 12, far below the average. This is why there was discrimination at my school. So what would you do if you saw discrimination happening at your school? What would you do if you saw your vice principal discriminating at your school? This is what I was faced with. I was walking at lunch. Everything was normal. And as I was walking, I noticed that my vice principal was oddly standing in one spot. Usually he walked around. So as I walked closer, I saw what he was seeing. A group of Hispanic students talking. I was really confused because typically his job is to walk the boundary of the school to make sure that we're safe. Instead, he was standing in a secluded spot targeting students. Nevertheless, I was pretty shocked. In researching for all this, I found an article by Vilma Ortiz, a professor at UCLA, and Edward Tells, a professor at UC Santa Barbara, entitled Racial Identity and Treatment of Mexican Americans. In it, I found a quote that fit this pretty well in my feeling of the discrimination that I was seeing. It says, outsiders tend to not see Mexicans as white or black, but rather as non-white and brown. This is what I was seeing, and this is what I felt as I saw my vice principal discriminating against a group of students based on their color. Imagine what could have been going through your guys' head. Imagine, would you stop? Would you keep walking? This is what was going through my head as I grew ever so closer to reaching where he was. And I made my choice. What I ended up doing was confront him. I walked straight up to him and I asked him what he was doing. In that, I had basically asked, why are you doing this? He looked at me, and I had never spoken to this man before in my life, and he said, I'm keeping an eye on these bad apples. I didn't know what to do. I was pretty shocked. I didn't know why he was doing such a thing, so I just walked away. I thought I had done what I had already needed to do. I got my answer. In this, it made me feel really sad for these students because, as you guys can see, I was pretty pale. I kind of passed through that barrier of color discrimination. I may be Hispanic, but I don't have an accent. I don't have color. So, instead, this is supposed to be the part where I tell you guys there is a resolution, but there wasn't. Instead, I walked towards the students who I had never met, never welcomed to the school, and I told them I was sorry. Because I saw what the principal was doing, and I knew that they saw what the vice principal was doing. Their looks told me that they knew, but what they told me was it didn't matter. Another article that I researched in trying to figure out these feelings was an article by Christia Brown, a psychology expert at the University of Texas, Austin, on discrimination, ethnic identity, and academic outcomes of Mexican immigrant children. The importance of school context. From the title, I know you guys can tell that this is pretty relevant. What the article basically told me was that if you feel no ethnic diversity in your school and you feel discrimination, you're going to do bad. You're not going to have the drive. I never saw those students again. I actually think they moved. In essence, I have shown you guys a terrible story of discrimination that I saw in my school, that my vice principal did, that I tried to stand up for. And in the end, all I could do was empathize and say that I was sorry. I hope that it goes without saying that discrimination is never cool and it's never okay. And I'd hope that you guys would at least take part in standing up or just never discriminating, because we're all the same. Thank you.